Hi, everyone, and welcome to Racing One Cast. Jimmie Johnson outran Carl Edwards of the checkered flag to win Sunday's tire problem-marred 15th running of the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series Allstate 400 at the Brickyard at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. NASCAR was forced to throw a succession of mandatory caution flags in order to monitor the excessive tire wear that caught the sanctioning body and Goodyear by surprise.
We have to anticipate where the tires and the competition are going to meet on Sunday afternoon when the green flag falls. We have challenges when we develop tires here because you do have such a dramatic change in surface grip as the track rubbers in. You can make everybody happy on Friday and be miserable on Saturday and really miserable on Sunday, or you can come back and you take your best, work best at trying to achieve the right grip, the right tires, and everything when it comes time to race on Sunday afternoon. When I'm speaking for Goodyear, and I really wish one of them were here, but when they did their test, they felt like they were on target based on what we've dealt with here last year and the year before last, and we felt like it was going to come to us by race day. It didn't happen. And even when we got running this afternoon, we got to 8 or 9 laps, thought we were going to get to 10 or 11, tried 12, never got any better than 11. Really not, and 10 was really a stretch for us. So we just have to take what we learned today and do a better job next year as a group.
With the yellow flying nearly every 10 laps, the final competition caution of the afternoon set up a 7-lap shootout to the finish. Denny Hamlin came into the pits as the race leader, but Johnson's Lowe Chevrolet team ripped off a 2-tire lightning-fast stop to give the 2-time champion the lead. From there, Johnson was able to hold off Carl Edwards in the final 7 laps to score the second Indianapolis win of his career.
Chad had a great strategy to keep 4 tires on the car, keep those left sides as fresh as possible. And I got up to, I guess, second or third for that last pit stop, and we had an awesome pit stop and got us out, and off we went. So Carl put a lot of pressure on me at the end there. I have to commend him and how hard he was driving. And I think it was a good race there at the end. Those last 7 laps were white-knuckled, to say the least.
Edwards, who lost 1 position in the standings to Johnson, dropping to 5th, was frustrated by the conditions and the outcome.
Second place. I mean, awfully close. Thank you. First loser, she says. I mean, obviously the tire debacle there, that's, I think NASCAR and everyone did the best they could once the race started. But, obviously that was a mistake there that the tire, but I think everyone did a pretty good job, and, we all make mistakes, so we just did the best we could with it, and at the end, I truly believe that we were going to be able to drive by Jimmie. All day I've been racing around him, and I thought I was a little better than him, but he was holding back a little more than I thought he was. So on the restart, Denny Hamlin was hanging back a little bit, and I had no clue how good Denny was, so I thought, of all things, I'm not going to let Denny get by me here, so I hung back a little bit and got a run from Denny, thinking that I had 7 laps and I'd be able to work Jimmie over, but I just could never get to him. Our cars were almost identical in speed, so that's where we ended up as second. But I truly believe we were going to be able to win that race. I thought it was ours, but that's how it goes.
Hamlin was able to move up 4 positions in the standings to 8th after capturing his first top 5 in 3 starts at Indianapolis.
I felt like we did have a good car. I mean, Jimmie, it's hard to argue that, he was the second-place car at the end of the race. I mean, he was really good. He was really good for the whole race, but it just seemed like, when we had track position, we were really good. When he had it, he was really good. So, it's tough to say who had the best car, especially when you don't know how hard the drivers are pushing. I mean, it's just a situation where, when I wanted to run hard, I could look like I was 20 miles an hour faster than anyone else, but I was going to pay for it at the end. So, we just had to do the best we could.
Elliott Sadler came home 4th for his second top 5 finish of the season, with 4-time Brickyard 400 winner Jeff Gordon rounding out the top 5. Series point leader Kyle Busch finished 15th and was not much of a factor on Sunday. Busch leads Dale Earnhardt Jr. by 253 points, with Burton, Johnson, and Edwards rounding out the top 5. Kevin Harvick was involved in an early race incident when he made contact with Kurt Busch and dropped out of the top 12. Clint Boyer moved into the final Chase transfer spot. Be sure to visit Racing1.com for the latest from Indy and check back all week as we count down to the series' return to Pocono Raceway next Sunday. Reporting from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for Racing One Cast, this is Pete Pistone.